Very interesting. Maybe they've expanded on the lore there when we get to go back to it in the next dungeon. Because he's alive again. Why is he alive again? Maybe the Asura recreated him. I don't know. What do you guys think? I quite like the idea anyway. What we just did there, me walking through what we just did there, I remember first time I played one Kryta was ridiculously difficult. Like, I keep saying ridiculous. No, it was so hard. I remember massive over aggro here. Clearly that's been removed. It's not so bad anymore. There's another villager here. Hello. He says we should have known the White Mantle were not what they seem to be. I'm sure you should have known. But yeah, it's ridiculously difficult. Anyway, here is Loamhurst. So, again, guys, put this in perspective, right? Put this in perspective. Guild Wars 2, alright, I've chosen to create a human. He's going to be a Mesmer, because Mesmers are bosses. Alright, I've just loaded in. Where am I? Oh, there's a storm. Oh, there's a load of centaurs around. What is this place? Oh, I'm in a village. What's the village called? Shaemore. Boom. This is it. This is Shaemore right here. It's so cool. I love thinking of this. It's like when we were in the Ascalon settlement. I'm going to die. I can't even get Earthshaker off. There we go. Oh, I've got 60% death penalty. But yeah, it's very dangerous in here, so do bear that in mind. But yeah, Shaemore, man. This is where you start. Obviously, if you guys aren't aware, if you've not been watching the stuff because you don't want to spoil, that was something I was going to do as well for a while. Before the first demos came out, I told I don't know whether I would have stuck with it this long, but I told myself I'd made a decision when the demo first came out. I said to myself, right, look, you're either going to absorb as much information as you possibly can about this game, know as much as you possibly can, and love it for all it is, and just absolutely just go nuts with it, or you're going to stop looking at all this stuff now. You're going to not look at any of these demos. You're not going to do any of that kind of stuff so that you don't spoil it for yourself when you start playing it. We're getting absolutely owned. I stand up, I die. I stand up, I die. What I need to do is just get a nice meaty hit off on a few of them. We're actually winning very slowly. I don't know, actually. Three of us are down now. Yeah, we've just over-aggroed. This is the thing with this area. There's loads of small groups. If I actually press L, you'll see here, we need to clear the way to the Fountain of Truth. And there's 10 of 10 groups remaining. Oh, does that mean they're resurrecting? You would have thought we would have beat at least one group by now. But basically what you've got is these 10 groups, and you want to be really, really careful to just make sure. I did not want to pick that up. I wanted to attack these guys. Just be very careful that you actually... Look, they're even ignoring me. They're ignoring the warrior right in their faces with 180 health. Good job, guys. Good job. There we go. Alright, we've wiped. So I think I'll probably cut it until we get back. Yeah, they're still running out. Oh, Zandra, can you put the spirits forward a bit, love? That would have helped. Just a little bit. Suppose we can get another one of these amazing weapons. I'm so tempted to open some of these Winter's Day gifts right now because I know that there's going to be stuff that removes death penalty in them. I mean, who would have thought, right? It's just so weird. Who would have thought when they first played Prophecies that this was going to be the starting area of the next game? And now that I look at it through those eyes, you can kind of tell, actually. It does look quite pretty. It does look like a nice place for a starting area. But you just wouldn't have imagined it. And also, it's quite different, obviously. Like, look at these palm trees and stuff. All this tropical stuff's just completely gone. This is Queensdale. We're in Queensdale. But it looks completely different come Guild Wars 2. You've got some huge dams around here. You've got some crazy stuff. You do have the Temple of the Ages. This is in about the exact same spot, actually, which is pretty cool. That's called God's Lost Swamp down there. You get a big shadow behemoth to fight there. I think that's the most fun thing. I remember when the first map, Ghost of Ascalon, actually marked the first time we saw a map of Guild Wars, of the Guild Wars 2 world. Like, I remember when I first saw that, I barely even recognised it. If somebody hadn't told me, hey, this is the Guild Wars 2 map, and I'd just seen it sort of in passing on the internet, I probably would have taken one glance at it, thought, I don't know what that is, and just completely removed it. But then what people actually did is they overlapped the new, did an overlay of the new map with the old map, and it's so shocking how similar the terrain actually is, but then at the same time how different everything is. It's so cool to see it that way. Alright, so we got something quite cool here. I guess some of the group, well, at least one of the groups decided that they didn't like it in Shaemore. They preferred it out here where we came from, so we can kill them. And they had 2 monks, which is good, so they won't heal up too much when we inevitably over-aggro in a minute. Please tell me when he dies. That's one group down. Is that one group down? Fumble for the L key? No, there's not even one group down. Right, so what have we got? We've got a bunch of people charging at us. I completely forgot that happened. When you walk out the front, they all run out. This is why I remember massive over-aggro and fail here, because when you walk to the front, they all charge out at you. Okay, so there's a Jade Bow. There's another group back there. They're not just going to start patrolling around there, are they? Oh, I do remember this being quite hard. Wiki's actually got like tips for what it considers to be the 5 hard parts of the mission. This being one of them. Okay, the spirits have definitely aggroed one of the groups. Hopefully they don't aggro both. They've aggroed both. Okay. Let's I don't know whether I should really leave this in me fumbling around, trying to figure out, because I'm too lazy to get my bow out. Alright, we seem to have aggroed one group. If the others don't chase us, brilliant. Perfect. In which case, well done, Zandra. Oh, the bow's coming. I don't know about the others. Oh, I don't know. There seems to be a few, but where they're only trickling in. See, this is nice. This is weird. This is, you either hate it or you love it. Sometimes ArenaNet give like the AI of enemies really weird sort of aggroing mechanics in that they kind of trickle in at you, but they'll keep running for ages and ages. I think of where these guys originally spawned, like way down there in the town, and yet now they're all the way out here. Like sometimes they do it, and it can be incredibly annoying. Look at my health go like a yo-yo. Wow, kill the Jade Bow. Please don't let him hit Spectral Agony on me again. Oh, he's down, thank God. Oh my God. 58% death penalty, sweet. Alright, so most of this mission now, sadly, is just going to be hack and slash, and I've exhausted, I think, everything I was going to say. What else was I going to say? Dungeons, dungeons, what I'd like to do is, like, I guess formally say it, can we, next weekend, that as you guys might know, there's been a huge Elementalist update. What I might do is in the Let's Play, demonstrate some of the new Elementalist abilities. That'd be quite cool. Like maybe I don't know, I'll check around Guild Wars 1 Guru and see if there's any people talking about hero builds or something that I can use there, because like Signet of Spirits is now a little bit worse now, so you know, it's not completely unviable. It's like, it always reminds me of Urson when this happens. They do like a minor nerf to something, and Urson was not compared to how powerful it originally was, but compared to all the other skills in the grand scheme of things, Urson was not nerfed that bad. It's not a terrible skill to use, but because it was so amazing before, everyone was like, oh no, it's absolutely shit now. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. So there is still reason to use Signet of Spirits, but I might start swapping that out for an Elementalist or some stuff like that. They get some cool new skills. They get double cast and stuff. So I don't know. I'll try and do that. But another thing I would like to do, and I'll mention this in the dungeon series once I've actually finished all the post-comment, because I haven't done today. Like literally, it's all been interview prep for me all day. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, what I'd like to do is in the coming dungeon next weekend, is if we get a lot of Elementalists. So I'm not saying you can't come if you don't have an Elementalist, and if you're new and you're not using one, then that's fine. That's totally cool. But it would be sweet if you guys, if you've got an Ellie, you want to try out a new Ellie, you want to see how the new updates work, it'd be cool. And I'm not saying like a full 8-man team, but we only managed to get one last on the dungeon video we filmed it last night on Saturday. So you know, getting a few more might be quite cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that'd be quite a cool idea to do a lot of Ellies, because I mentioned a few times about how we should totally just start like asking people to bring like a certain skill, like I mentioned with the ice imp or stuff like that. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. If you guys see this, you hear it, and you want to be in a dungeon episode, give me a shout. Even leave a comment like with your in-game name, and like on this video, and I'll be sure to reserve a spot for you if you can bring an Ellie. Even if I don't know if I want to say even if you've been before, but still. But yeah, so yeah, like I say, hack and slash the whole way through. It's a bit easier now that we've obviously killed the bulk of them. I will see you guys. What we'll see here actually is obviously we've got to get up to the Eye of Janthir. This is where we first met Hablion, but no, we didn't first meet Hablion here. What am I talking about? We first met him at the gates of Kryta, but then we didn't see him until we came back here. But remember, this is where we met Hablion, and he told us to go get ourselves purified, because this is where the Eye of Janthir was. It was on that pedestal. Anyway, we've got to go up there, but it's behind a locked gate at the moment. The only way to unlock the gate is, guess what, with the key we got. But hey, funnily enough, we've got to kill all the groups around here as well, which is quite funny, but there you go. There's also a Jade Cloak there who's one-shotting me. Okay, just a word of warning, be aware of shit like this. Basically, what happens when you're in here is you'll kill a group, you'll kill one of the groups, and all of a sudden, ArenaNet will be like, haha, and they'll throw a whole bunch of random enemies at you that you didn't know were going to be there. Like, for instance, there's a whole group just came in through this door. It's not that bad, just have a bit of awareness of what's on your map and you should be okay. But I have noticed a couple of times where we very nearly had a bit of back aggro or back grow. I never know, I wanna combine those two words, but it never works well enough. Back grow, back aggro. Anyway, you sometimes have that. Just watch out. You know, they will just run through. There's actually stuff spawning all the way up there, up that path that you start the original mission on. I don't know why. There's no real reason to go over there. I'm not even going to fight the gate guards as long as Livia doesn't go over and aggro them. Good girl. Right, so I think that's it. Yeah, sweet. So we can now open the gate, kill Ailey the Ailey. I don't know. That's just one of those words. How do you... I'm sure everyone has a different way of pronouncing that. But anyway, once you've done that, now we can actually use the key, because using the key clearly takes many hours, and the idea of there being lots of white mantle around scares the main character to do it too much until they're all dead. Once they're done, you can come up here, and I don't think this last stretch is particularly dangerous at all. What we just did there in Shaemore, that's the hard... Shaemore? Yeah, in Shaemore, that's the hard bit. Outside of that, yeah, you're pretty much good to go as far as I say. I'll say that, and now I'll wipe, and then we have to walk all the way back from the golems again, but in any case, we should be fine. And I have to remember to get myself infused. Please don't let me forget that, guys. It's on your head, on your head's beer. If I end up at BLA, okay, I'll just say it that so that people don't know what who haven't played this before aren't spoiled. If we end up there, okay, and I'm not infused, it's on your head, okay, and I will have to try. Well, no, I'll probably have to get infused for that. Anyway, there's Ailey. I wasn't aware you could aggro. This is why I need to be infused. I wasn't aware you could aggro without aggroing anyone else, but I'm just gonna like kite for a bit so that the hammers don't hit me. Hopefully I can knock him down. Nope, he's hit me. Oh god, I'm such a drain on the team. They're spending more time healing me up and rezzing me than anything else. Oh sweet, we knocked them both down? See, Earthshaker sometimes pulls through and it's actually pretty damn amazing, but sometimes it's just so crap. Anyway, I think this is the biggest encounter of concentrated Mersa or things able to cast Spectral Agony on you that we've had for quite a long time. Luckily, I think, because I'm uninfused and I'm also so heavily death penalty'd out, none of them want to use it on anyone else. So it's actually not that it will do much damage to the heroes anyway, but I think it's actually quite nice that they're all focusing down on me. My throat's sore. Have I literally... I think I've just done 3 episodes back to back. Yeah, I've been recording for like 50 minutes. Wow, I didn't realise this was going to be so long. I knew it was a long mission, but I suppose that did used to happen in Prophecies, actually, especially on the harder ones. Cough... Thunderhead Keep, cough. What was that, 7 episodes for that one thing? Or 6? Anyway, so here we go. This is where the eye was. There was another temple there. Again, a mysterious door. We never get to go in there. We never see what's behind there. Can we... You can't read any of the tablets. That sucks, man. I love the tablets about the first... In fact, where we were just stood was the first time ever, since I started doing the Let's Play and stuff, the first time ever anyone contacted me in-game, and it was in the middle of the video, and I had to cut it out. Oh, man. Good times. I remember that. Brilliant. Okay, so are we done? Can we just go back to... Yeah, we can. We can go back to the keep. So, sweet. It will take you back out here, obviously, into Riverside Province. Sorry, Townmark Wilderness. Townmark Wilderness? Yeah. There's no reason to go to the camp or anything like that, though. There is actually still one more bit of dialogue. These 3 old men rambling, which... I don't know. It didn't work the other day, did it? So I don't know whether it's because I screwed it up and they said it in the background somewhere and I just had no idea, or what. We'll have a quick look here. Since we've been going for so long, I feel no need to rush it. So yeah, you've got to see Shaemore up there with her next quest. And just 2 more from her, I think, before the formula changes up a little bit and we get something else. So they say that one of the patrol units was holed up in the jungle for days, eluding Mantle forces. I don't recognise this dialogue. Have we read it? I only remember the eye patch one, to be honest. And the Mesmer comment. That's nothing. Me and 2 buddies held off an entire guild for 14 days with only field rations and daggers. I think this is the new one. Awesome. Jorith, you're always bragging about stuff you didn't do. Oh yeah, and the one about the bear and the what was it, a bag of potatoes or something? Pickles? That was us. You don't even remember, you old fool? Wait, you fended him off? And that was no guild, that was your wife. Yeah, we definitely didn't do this one. Ah, old men with dementia. Funny under the right circumstances. Okay, brilliant. And just terribly tragic on others. Okay, we're going to speak to Shaemore here. What a nice way to end the episode. You're right, Shaemore. We've killed another Mersat and many of his cronies, or her cronies, whatever. We could see the smoke from Shaemore all the way over here. Clearly, Livia was correct about Zin and Blim's abilities, though I hope they didn't do anything. It was crap. I suppose this is the same as the Cormier thing, though. It's gameplay versus lore, and I suppose in lore they've been very helpful. I hope those Asura didn't cause too much collateral damage in the process. Thank you, my friend. The death of Ailey the Innocent is a serious blow to our sworn enemies, and another step towards recovery for our people. Okay, Shaemore, there you go. We got another quest for her, but I guess we'll see that next time, okay? I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will see you later. See you next time, everybody.